Welcome to the Black Lion Podcast. We are your hosts, Lex and Dom. And today we have a special guest. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Lauryn or Doula Low, coming to you from Washington State.
Welcome to the Black Lion Podcast. Um, can you tell the audience about yourself and your business, please?
So kind of in the name Doula Low. So I am a holistic doula / birth keeper here in Washington State. I also travel around the United States for birth work. So some states that I've been to frequently to serve clients is Michigan and Alabama, hoping to expand that out internationally. I currently practice as a behavioral health therapist, also as a midwife birth assistant. I'm a certified herbalist. I also mentor aspiring doulas and new doulas trying to get their businesses started or just building their foundation in the business. I'm also a yoga teacher. So I teach kids, teens, adults, adapted for elders. That's me.
That's great. As a business owner, what are your top 3 priorities?
Definitely, I prioritize my self-care. I prioritize my authenticity, always remaining who I am, no matter how much success I have in my business. And also remaining humble as well in who I am and the path that I've been guided to.
That's good. So I see your website, but can you go through your website and explain your own product to the audience, please?
Yeah, so my website is actually a collaboration between two of my businesses. So in college, I started my first business called Lauryn's Essential Crafts. Um, I'm also an artist, and a creator, so I do a lot of bead work and like wire workings and wrappings and things like that. Also, with my being an herbalist, I do sell some of my plant medicine to folks and create custom plant medicine for folks as well. And my website also has ways that you can get my doula packages and other services from me as far as birth work. So it's a collaboration between what I started back in college and my doula business. So first, what I'm on my website is my accessories. I have Afrocentric nose cuffs. Some popular ones are the spiral nose cuff. The jade spiral nose cuff is pretty popular. Recently, the blooming nose cuff, and I think it just has to do with it being springtime. People really love the blooming nose cuff. There's a couple more down at the bottom. Yeah, the goddess nose cuff is super great too. Also, I make traditional non-stretch and more modern elastic stretch waist beads. I do have traditional like African style. I make these by hand. I do not buy them wholesale. So I buy my beads. I source them from different places. I always bless my beads before and after they are used. I bless the strands themselves after they are created. I create a special like ritual space when creating waist beads because that is the tradition of making waist beads before they were heavily commercialized and used in Western practice. Also, I have what I call Empress crystal rings. They are stones that I hand wire wrap, and they are ring bands, and they come in all sizes for all hand sizes. and styles. I make custom waist beads and I make freestyle waist beads. So on my website, you'll see different styles that can just be replicated. But there's also a section, two sections where you can click for either freestyle, where I can just basically intuitively create something for you, or if you would like something custom, you'll be able to put in different modifications for that. Some more nose cuffs that I have down here. My Aphrodite nose cuff, that one has also been kind of popular. The Firefly nose cuff is also pretty great. I'm also revamping that one a little bit, just because I want to add some versatility to it. So I'm actually going to have more styles posted of that one soon. The Infinity nose cuff as well as the Spiral nose cuff are very, very popular because they're super simple and pretty basic and easy to clip on. They don't have a whole lot going on. So for people that may not like excessiveness with their styles, that might be a really good one. The serpent nose cuff is super fun too. Let's see. Yeah, and let me go over to my herbal care portion. That was all for the accessories. So my herbal care, this is just all of my default things that I have that you can just buy. A lot of these, you have to have a consultation for them first if you are looking for something specific. So like for herbal sitz bath, that's usually for postpartum. Some people use it for different reasons, but mostly it's used for postpartum healing time. Like the sinus healing tea blend, I would recommend for people to get a consultation, but if they are able to just, use the basics of herbs, and I would be able to give that to them. So yeah, most of my herbs, you can just purchase them, but a lot of them will say in the description, I'm getting an herbal consult first, just because all herbs don't work for everybody. So being mindful of how herbs react to everybody's, their genetic makeup essentially, is just super important. So that way we're not causing harm with the plant medicine. Also my spirit oil, and it's a mist. The herbs that I use are soaked into the oil for some days. And then afterwards, I bless the bottle and seal it and package it. So that's about like a week process of making the spirit oil. But yeah, that is not something that you need a consultation for. That is something that you can just easily purchase. Let me go over to my doula services and packages. So here is where you can just find all things birthwork for me. So you have your birth plan creator, which you receive the template, and you receive personal assistance from me with your birth plan if needed. My travel doula pack, that is just a single pack that is for people who are not in the same state as me, or that are that are out of my service range and I have to go beyond that. That is what that would be. It is flexible too, because like if it's a place that I could drive to for travel doula work, it wouldn't be the same as if I have to fly to that person. So it'd be a little bit different. But I like to work with Black and Brown families and sliding scale and payment plan to make sure that the financial barrier is obsolete in this situation as much as possible without diminishing my own boundaries for what I need as well. And I have different packages too. So I have my basic doula package. I have my virtual doula package. And then my basic doula package. So my basic plus doula and then my basic doula package are different. In just the sense that the basic plus gives you everything that the basic does plus some. And then also my premium doula package, which is the highest of the packages if you're a local person to me. Like if you want like the whole shebang, like that would be the package that you would go for. You get more prenatal visits, you get more of you get more holistic care added into it. And of course, everything in the packages are optional. So I allow people to customize these packages as they need to. If there's something in there that they feel like they don't need or won't utilize, we can take it out. We can just adjust things as we need to. I don't like to generalize care too much because care just can't be generalized. So I really like to make sure that there's a lot of options for people to choose from, especially if they want to work with me, because I'm a pretty adaptable person. So I like to just be accessible in whatever capacity that I can be. Also, my placenta care and ceremony. I will click on this one because it has multiples. So the placenta care and ceremony, it just ranges from $75 to $199, and that's because I do placenta tinctures or placenta art and keepsakes, or a placenta burial ceremony. And so a placenta burial ceremony would be $75. A placenta art and keepsakes would be $100, and a placenta tincture would be $199. And yes, those vary, and there's descriptions for you to tell me anything that you need me to know about, like your placenta, or like how you want certain things done, if there's a certain like ceremony you would like to do over the placenta first, or anything regarding that matter. But yeah, that is all of, well, a synopsis of my website, basically. And I do have a little place for my mentorship program. I'm currently at capacity. I have accepted my final mentee for my program. But once I have capacity again, which I presume will probably be around the end of the year going into 2023, I will be accepting mentees again, and that the program, they range. So you can do anywhere from 14 days to 6 months. And all of the memberships have different pricing. So it's all about what you can afford, what works for you. You can always renew these things. So if you do, let's say you do 14 days the first time, and then you want to renew for another 14 days, you can just do that again. So again, trying to find ways to support community and give resources and be of a resource, and just be an accessible resource as well, because there are lots of resources, but it becomes hard when things are inaccessible due to lack of knowledge, or that financial barrier being an issue. So yeah, that is my website.
What feedback have you received from your customers?
I've received great feedback, if that's, I mean, to say the least, to give an overall, especially lately, I've gotten really good feedback from clients about like how the plant medicine that I make them is, or like how great of a doula I was for them, or how much they enjoy the mentorship program, or just being a mentee, or having me as a mentor, or how much people love their waist beads, or their nose cuffs. It's really all positive feedback.
In your herbs, does it also help on people to weight loss?
There are herbs that do that. I have not had to make any custom plant medicine blends for anyone that wants that, but yes, there are herbs that help with that.
From when you started your journey being a business owner up until now, what progress have you seen from yourself and your business?
I've seen just like a consistent flow of customers. I think when I first started, I would get discouraged because it would be so much radio silence in between that I wasn't sure if like I was successful or if I wasn't. And so I think now that I've shown up more consistently in my business, and like marketing and like getting myself out there and putting my business name out there and putting myself in spaces where my business can be seen and heard, I think that that definitely changed the dynamic for me as far as the progress that I've seen. I've seen a lot more like referrals come in to where like I don't necessarily have to market as heavily as I was in the very beginning. A lot is just word of mouth and referral, which feels really good because it lets me know that I'm doing something right. So.
What 3 specific goals do you have for yourself and your business for this year of 2022?
3 goals I have for my business this year. I definitely plan to start doing more teachings. Like I would like to be able to share my knowledge out more with people and be able to provide classes for folks that are requesting to learn more things. My goal is to always continue to build in community. So that's my second like long-term goal, is to always continue to build in community and find a stable ground of like foundation with the people who are trying to do the same things that I want to do, and that are helping the community grow in general. I can say my final one would be is just maybe having a physical space for my business. Thinking about it, it's one of those things that like I always dread saying out loud because I'm like, am I ready for that? And so the imposter syndrome of that, but that may be a goal, even if it's just like a small office, like maybe that's a small goal, maybe.
And where can the audience find you if they want to buy some of your products or be part of your mentor program?
Yeah, so my website is www.lowholistics.com, and that is holistics with an S at the end of it. My Instagram is low.holistics. So nothing too different from my website. It's just a dot in between that. And my Instagram is connected to my website shop. So you can go to either one of those and you'll be able to find my mentorship program on my website too, as well as you'll find the links for doing a mentor consult or a herbal consult, yoga sessions. You can book those, doula consults. You'll be able to find testimonials and you'll be able to see other, some of my small vlogs, or not vlogs, some of my small blogging or posts that I do on my website under Doula Roots. So yeah, that's where you can find all of my stuff.
Well, I thank you for allowing me to interview you. It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much. It was great to be here and get to share.